All right. I think I'm double checking, making sure I got everything good. And then once we're good to go, we will jump right into it. All right. Make sure I got my the heat all the way on. All right, guys. Hope you guys can hear me pretty good. Let me know when you guys get in the chat. If you guys have any questions. What we're going to start off with is a little bit of sparring film. One of our school athletes. See if I can. Why will that not stay? What? Hello. Why will this not stay in the background? Okay. All right. Well, that's not going to work the way that I want. So we're just going to go on. I'll have the chat up on my phone, and we'll just kind of run from there. All right. So what we're doing is we're actually reviewing some sparring film and competition film of some of our Lapel Guard Syndicate athletes. This is the Skool platform. It's kind of the same, similar idea to Patreon. It's just a lot more centered around kind of the community team feel, to where everybody can kind of contribute and help each other. But this is our Skool page that we've got. It's also got my Lapel Guard instructional and other bits of content that I plan to continue to add to the platform. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So this first one is with, it's actually one of my white belts, and something went wrong. Nope, something did not go wrong. This is actually one of my white belts and purple belt at my gym, and Xander's a part of the Lapel Guard Syndicate Group, and Ethan is a full-time competitor, guys, extremely talented, light feather, and looks like Xander's off to a pretty good start, and I say that lovingly, sarcastically. Let's go ahead and see what we could have done. Could have done a little different here. Yeah, Xander, you should know better to have a relaxed guard pull against Ethan. You know there's nothing relaxing about rolling with Ethan or anything that Ethan does. Looks like you were thinking about a loop choke, but I would not be thinking about loop choke when you're in side pin. And if you're thinking about the octopus guard here, I would get to your side much sooner. It's not a bad off balance there. You got to find a way to escape this knee and bring it to his far hip. It's a little late now because he's got your leg figure forward, but you got to try to find a way to get this arm to the other side of his body, or start bringing your knees under you somehow, getting your butt back to square your hips up with Ethan's hips. Because now you're in a situation that you were in side pin, but now he's potentially threatening the back. Yeah, I would take this left hand, grab the nearest hip to kind of keep his hips more in front of you, and then try to square up. But once this squirrel gets these giant feet connected there, it is significantly easier said than done. I'm going to go ahead and jump through this real quick, and then we'll slow it down where we see we get really good opportunities to kind of improve from here. Oh my goodness. Xander, this is looking like assault right now. Xander, remind me to show you some of the escapes we can do from here. This is easier said than done. Ethan's doing a really good job of actually pinning your ankles down, like feet on the calf details that I've kind of done. I would keep moving, dude. There's nothing really great that's going to come out of this position, and I'll tell you the best thing that you can potentially do is continue to move and try to create movement to look for opportunities to escape and for some of the octopus details you've been working. I think I understand what you're doing here. I would try to go 2-on-1, pushing this wrist behind. Okay, all right. You forgot the Casoto hook. We need the Casoto hook. I just realized I had this on 1.5, and I'm like, why are they moving so different? Well, it's because I had you guys at 150% speed. Yeah, I would just continue to work your head under and through. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable, but you just got to go. Okay, we're getting closer to what I was looking at here. And then once you actually start to build height, hunt for that Kasoto hook. I mean, right hand controlling the ankle, not bad. But you can use that right hand to keep the ankle, hook the leg, bring your left foot through. He's back behind your hips. Yeah, I'll tell you the biggest thing when you're rolling with, especially Ethan, do not be very careful being in positions that he has an advantage on, like when you're turtle or side pin and waiting. That is just not nice, Ethan. Keep working, keep moving. Got to keep moving the whole time. The good news is, in these scenarios, you're going to get really good cardio. Really good cardio is going to make you move. I am getting 600 emails a second right now. Okay, you got something working here. You got to. Some of this is you got to go, but you got to commit. Sometimes you're not going to just end up on top. You can actually use this off balance to get your guard back too. Yeah, that's a tough armbar to escape. Not bad, Xander. The biggest thing that I noticed when I was watching that is that I would say when you're in those bad positions like side pin or you're in turtle, once you start moving, you have to keep moving the whole time. There's no in between these positions where you can just kind of rest, because then you're giving Ethan options and things for him to think through that he wants to do. You want him to fight you more instinctually, but you're only going to get those opportunities if you continue to move and work. That was a lot of Ethan just being a jerk to you, dude. All right, let's go and jump into Sean. Sean just competed at the Tap Out Cancer Tournament, and I'm actually really excited to go through this match again. And for those of you that don't know, Sean's wife actually beat cancer, and then now we get an opportunity to watch Sean go out there compete, especially an event that supports, basically fighting cancer. Let me just jump back, guys, because this is not just any ordinary guard pull. This is a guard pull that Sean has made such crazy improvement in. Because, like, obviously we want to get better jiu-jitsu. A lot of people do it with the context of they want to win. I just want to get better at jiu-jitsu because I love jiu-jitsu. And I love watching people have that same love of jiu-jitsu and grow into a similar mindset that I feel like is best, which is you get better at jiu-jitsu because you love jiu-jitsu. And then the outcome is you get into these better positions, you get more points, you get more submissions, which then lead to more wins. But this guard pull, so much improvement off it. I will tell you, I do like entering into close guard, but watch what you had like a mild opportunity for. It looked like you had an immediate opportunity to enter into K guard. Is this guy bigger than you, Sean? Let me know in the comments when you watch this back. Because I didn't do a great job of posting when I was going to go live today. Let me know if this guy's a little bit bigger than you. He looks a little wider. It's hard for me to see what he was doing, but it looks like your angle that you were looking to create, bringing your hand under. Yeah, that's not bad. You can bring this knee to the inside towards the mat. But I can't quite see the other side, so I'll trust your judgment there. Okay, here we go. I like the idea of bringing this knee through to the other side, but I'm curious how much bigger than this guy, how much bigger this guy is than you. Okay, we got the lapel out, and he's fighting for your hands. Is he trying to wrist lock you, dog? Look at this. Wrist lock from close guard. Looks like we're trying to set up a flower sweep. Good job with your grips here. It's borderline, but that's still... interesting. I would be definitely careful here. I can't tell. Okay, you've got the sleep. You got a lasso. Structurally, it's not a bad position. There you freaking go, dude. That was incredible. Let me get this back down here. This is Mr. I like to play on my knees the whole time in this off balance setup. Bringing his weight forward. Oh, looky here, guys. I just figured out how to do this. Bring his weight forward, then off to the side where he has no post with the lasso. Beautiful. All right. I actually like this detail of grabbing the pants, using your elbow to pin the hips. Getting knee on belly, I like it. He's kind of accepting it. One little thing to think about too, I do not know what the rules are for tap out, but for most tournaments, especially for IBJJF, if you're on knee on belly and you take your own knee off, you can't just put the knee back on. And they're not going to give you points again. You can't farm your points up. But what you can do is that if your opponent creates a perception to the referee that they pushed your knee off, whether they did or didn't mean to push the knee off, you could put the knee back on and start farming more points. Nice, dude. Hey, I just asked a little bit ago. There's no video up on the screen. Hey, is this guy bigger than you? He looks a little thicker, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if it's IBJJF rules, if they push the knee off and you put it back on, you can literally farm those points into infinity. In fact, I like to keep in the back of my head that if my opponent even touches my knee and makes any kind of movement towards going to push my knee away towards the mat, I'll actually kind of like help them. It's like almost like you know, when you watch like fake wrestling and they get hit and they move their head with it. It's kind of like that same idea, trying to... Bro, this guy looks thicker than you. How tall are you again, Sean? This is one of my... Oh, it's not bad that you went away from it. I love checking the hip here. If this bottom knee cannot get to the mat, he can't bring that knee in, get his guard back, he can't build height. Looking for the Ezekiel. And Scrappy Coco finds mount. Yeah, this guy made a big mistake here. It wasn't good off bounces, but then his hips go straight up. You did a good job not letting that knock you off balance, because that would have been sad. Dude, this guy loves your wrists, bro. He should be focusing on framing your knee, looking to escape. And of course, is that you using your freaking belt? Dude, I love watching you fight, Sean. Okay, you got a good chance of setting up a Bravo choke here. I like it. 5'5". Bro, I think you and Ethan may be the same height. Wait. You guys can't see what oh my gosh. Am I? Hold on, wait a second, guys. Did I just watch all this and not? What is happening? Okay, hold on. No. Why is it doing this? Hold on, I just saw what you said. I may have to go back through and watch that again, dude. This sucks. There's no way. I just tested this a minute ago. All right. Now it's good. We good now? Oh, mother trucker, dude. I think I fixed it. Okay, I definitely did. Oh, black belt in Jiu Jitsu, but a dumb blue belt when it comes to live streaming. I may even demote myself from blue belt all the way back to white belt. But I'm going to go ahead and jump back because you missed it, Sean. This guard pull, freaking incredible. Normally I would look at it and be like, oh, that's a good guard pull. But knowing the progress that you've made from this position, getting there, absolutely incredible. By the way, this guy looks like he tries to go for a wrist lock for you over here. Is he trying to wrist lock you from top close guard? I want to see what he's doing that when you went for the K guard initially, what caused you to back away from it? Bro, you're a 5'5" middleweight. You must be a lot of muscle, bro. Because I am 6'2" and I cut down to lightweight. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to wrist lock you right there. I don't think it's bad people trying to wrist lock from there, but for some reason when people try to wrist lock me from positions like close guard, it makes me want to kill them. Like, it makes me want to just beat them up so bad when I'm doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah, the thing that you're doing here with the flower sweep is different than what I would do. But this setup that you kind of play from here with having the lasso on your right side and then controlling the pants, which really nice job controlling the pants just at the edge. I think you do here in just a second. This like lasso sweep was freaking beautiful, dude. Brought his weight to you and then you off balance him towards the lasso side. I think it's coming up right here. Because I think you go back for the pant grip and then you go. Yep, here it is. You bring the foot to the hip. Boom. Amazing. That was really good. Oh, look at that, dude. You tapping the guy out. Yeah, this thing you're doing right here, Sean, I actually like a lot. To control the pants, push it down, use your elbow to frame at the hip. You go straight for knee on belly. Awesome. I prefer to go to shin mount, hold that position, then I pop up the knee on belly if I want it, if I feel like I can get it. But like we mentioned earlier, if they push it off, you can always go back to it again and then farm some more points. But this poor goofball, the second hip extension that he did lifting him up, he just went straight up in the air, does nothing. Yeah, he needs to keep getting to his side and frame at the hips here. Sean, this dude is literally mounted trying to wrist lock, and then you take your belt and appropriately, is that through his mouth? Do you have his belt in his mouth? Is that through his mouth right now? Oh my god, dude. That is I don't know why I feel bad saying that's amazing, but that is amazing. It is in his freaking mouth. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. Like, I've seen it go across people's face and stuff, but look, it is in his mouth. There's his chin. There's his mouth, and there is either the belt or the gi. It's like you're gagging the dude. What the frick, bro? It's what the guy gets trying to wrist lock you from mount. Like, what are we doing here, dude? I liked how you decided to backtrack here, though. Backtracking the side pin was a good idea. Immediately finding the lapel, feeding it through. I'm sure you know about the Bravo choke opportunities there. This guy just went back for your wrist again. He's one of those guys. Like, look. He starts grabbing the wrist, then he goes back to framing. He's one of those guys that it seems like I bet he catches a lot of those kind of cheap submissions, a lot of wrist locks. He's probably one of those guys, if you take his back, he tries to like catch your ankles together. Sean's just a guy that he'll straight try to kill you the whole time. Got your back points. That was good. I'm actually not a huge fan of the bow and arrow choke. I don't remember the last time I went for one. I need to share one of my rants on why that is with you sometime. Can't exactly see, but I prefer this chest to back connection a little tighter here like that. Stay tight the whole time. Yeah, I don't know if you're pulling. And just to be clear, the bow and arrow choke is great. It's a great submission. It's just not one that I coach to or go for myself very much. There's just more opportunity for them to escape. Nice job building up to your knee. Bring it to the back. This is good. He's going for your wrist again. Dude, you are punishing this guy. I want to point out too, guys, Sean dealing with a torn MCL right now too. And look at this performance he's putting on. All this guy wants is a wrist lock or for the match to be done. I like how you're collecting the elbow here. Get that elbow above the shoulder. I'd still try to underhook and spider walk that arm above the head. We're going to be going into a mount study at my gym here soon. I'll get some content on that and I'll share with you guys some different things I like to do to get the arms above the head. My mount's kind of boring though. I literally do 3 submissions. Technically 4. I do the triangle, arm bar, I'll do the cross collar choke, or I'll smother tap people. I'll let you guys guess which one I go for the most. Unfortunately, it is smother. You're doing a good job for mount. Like you really are. Like you got the arms above the head. This guy's dying. He's literally just lifting his hips, trying to escape, and then resting, trying again, resting, trying again, resting. That was really good. Sean, remind me, what was the last tournament you did? Man. Let's see this guy get his hand raised. Let's freaking go, dude. You guys actually look comparable in height. Why does he look so much bigger than you? Wait a second. Okay, you're fighting the same guy twice. IBGF purple. Dang, dude. Well, this is even more awesome. Think about the cause that you're fighting for. Your situation. Okay, hold on. My brain just skipped here. I just totally missed that amazing takedown. So we haven't competed since purple belt IBGF. Remind me again, how long have you been a brown belt? You do a tap out cancer tournament, especially after your wife just beat cancer herself. You tore your MCL here recently, and that first performance was freaking awesome. So we went from guard pulling. This guy thinks we're going to guard pull. Ooh. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You might be a showman, and that's a compliment. I relate to that. I feel like my best performances aren't just at they're not in the gym always. They're actually at tournaments. I do best when people are watching me. But some of the things I'm seeing in these 2 matches so far, what you are doing, not contingent upon what your opponent's doing, these look a little sharper, dude. It looks better, a lot better. That's freaking impressive, dude. 1.5 to 2 years since you competed. But look at this fake. And he reacted. Look at the reaction he got, too. He sees the pull, he reacts, can't defend. You turn the corner extremely well and immediately start dealing with the leg here. This is a really good job. This is a really freaking good job, dude. Think about how this guy feels. He just got, I mean, honestly, he got his butt kicked pretty good. Was getting smothered the whole time. He's thinking you're going to guard pull. You take his butt down straight into a guard pass. Obviously, there's no points for that, but you got points for the takedown, which is amazing. That guy went away from that, but he actually could have made this real dangerous if he got his top arm, his right arm, controlling the pants here. He could have built height up to his elbow. And if he does the job well, he should be able to get his guard back, but there's potential of a back take here. My friend Sebastian Serpa actually taught me this. Yeah, this poor guy. Yeah, see, watch him frame. Because he's pushing so much with his arm, he pushes you down towards his hip, which even makes it more impossible from this bringing his leg in. And I've seen actually black belts do this too when they're not using their mechanics correctly and escaping. Man, you're smothering this dude. By the way, how's your knee doing? This is actually really good. I'm not going to have time today to go over my match over the weekend with Igor Feliz, but we'll budget time to go through it here real soon. It's been real crazy for me this week. Man, I had like a 10-hour drive back from Austin. Felt like I was in a car wreck basically the next day. Today I feel pretty close back to normal. Sean, you're looking, this match is looking better. Do you feel like your confidence was a big uptick in this match from the first one? That lapel grip's not going to do anything for you, buddy. He's going to get himself armbarred there. The only annoying part is when you figure out. Yeah. I will tell you though, if you watch back on this film, you'll see where you have some opportunities to get better control, to find the submission. Like when he has his arm around your back like this knee just travels up, and then you have the shoulder trapped. If you have the shoulder trapped with the arm in there, there's not much you can do, man. Like, you can really do some horrible damage to this guy's arm. I mean, if you're pitting that wrist, this knee goes up, there's a triangle set up here. And the more he does this, trying to do those violent explosions, I mean, he's going to wear himself out more, not just physically, but mentally as well. Like, he's not going to want to do that very much. You're just taking this guy's soul away little by little. Yeah. Man, competing is an addictive feeling, like with that. I'm curious about what you're going to do with this lapel, because I know there's like a kind of a cheeky like baseball bat choke setup. There's a triangle. I generally use that just for the triangle. But knowing you, you're probably going to go for an Ezekiel. But the beautiful thing about this guy playing so defensive. I mean, time and position at a tournament is huge. Is this your coach right here, by the way? I think, is this your coach with two phones? Not your coach. That's his. Well, he's not helping very much. Yeah, I'm not super stressed about that. Though from a mechanical perspective, If we have mount, we finish for mount, or if we need the points, we take the back. But I mean, anybody can catch anybody, but I think it's just more opportunity for you to work. And look, I see just barely caught you off guard there too. This is full, dude. Not even trying to break your guard. What is my AC doing, guys? I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. I still like the idea of you going to the armpit, getting off to your left hip, hipping out. Some really strong pendulum sweeps from there. If you can get the lapel out, you can also play gubber guard. That looks like what you're looking to do right now. This is good. Let's go. What I like to do as well, when I'm trying to go for the lapel, if he's like really fighting my hand, I'll use my knees, off balancing him with my closed guard. Here we go. Move out of the way, ref. Thumb up grip, not thumb down if you go for that. Yeah, this guy likes the stupid submissions. Wrist lock, punch choke from close guard. Yeah, at this point, I would try to feed again, thumb up grip, and just go full send. Try to set the lapel zombie stuff. Man, I just had a realization, remembering too, your knee. I think you're doing this fight perfect, man. I wouldn't change much of anything outside of going back through and looking at those opportunities you had to submit him from mount, because you definitely had them to improve your position, which then would have given the opportunity for mount. Here we go. Grab the heel. I can't see, but we get the sweep. Nice. Saddle. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I mean, dude, you're looking really good in both these matches. Yeah, no, I think I don't think it's bad. It's just more so thinking about like the same way I look at my film or the guys at my gym's film is just like different ideas about what can be done better. Sean, this is an incredible performance, man. This is great. I feel like you made a lot of good decisions. Look like a seasoned competitor, even though you haven't like competed in a year and a half to 2 years. I just want to know who's taller. Yeah, you looked really good, dude. Really frustrated though, the beginning part of the stream, I had it real goofed up. But if you're watching this right now though, Xander, I think I just reviewed your film earlier and you couldn't see literally. Yeah, no, he was definitely wider for sure. But reviewing back your film, dude, I thought you looked really good. You can obviously listen to my feedback. I don't got the time right now to rewatch it back through, so you can see what I was seeing. But do not settle in side pin. Do not settle when anybody's on your back, but especially Ethan, you have to keep moving and keep fighting literally the whole time. So that's all the time I got for today, guys. Make sure you guys check out the links down below for our Skool group. We got a really awesome Lapel Guard Syndicate group. It's kind of like a mini team to where I'll be your step coach, helping you guys reviewing your film. But we're gonna go back through my match that I had with Igor Felice. That dude is a tank of a human being, really freaking good. Unfortunately, I overlooked him a hair because I wasn't that aware of him, because he just came off, let's just say, a suspension for a failed drug test at Nogi Worlds. And yeah, it was a good match. I lost 3-2, not the result I wanted, but there's a lot of really good concepts and things that happened that I think you guys will really like, and hopefully we'll be able to go over that maybe tomorrow, because I got my schedule worked out that I think I should be able to do these quite frequently. So hope you guys have a good day. Appreciate you guys being in here. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.